Hey guys, this is Stelly FT with Close.io. Let me tell you a secret that might seem counterintuitive in sales. Pissing people off can be a good thing. Can actually help you close more deals. Now, everybody in sales talks about how important it is to build rapport, to be likable, to be friendly, to be professional, to make people like you. And I don't disagree. I think all these things are really crucial. And I like to be liked. I'm a very, likable guy, I hope most of the times. And by design and by purpose, I want to be liked. I want people to like me. I want to like people. And I do most of the time. But once in a while, pissing people off can be an effective strategy. And I don't mean just pissing them off for no purpose. But what I want to say is that salespeople are so afraid of negative emotions on the other side of the line. Somebody getting pissed, somebody being angry, somebody getting loud on the phone while you're trying to cold call them or while you're negotiating a deal with them. And I want to tell you that when you get somebody's strong reaction, you can take that energy and channel it into something productive. And many times that energy, if you keep calm and you channel it, that energy can move mountains. So what I mean by that is that, let's take the example of a cold call, right? So let's say you cold call somebody, that person picks up, you make your spiel, whatever you do usually. Hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm calling from this and this company. Here's what we do and how this might be of interest or value of you. Do you have a moment to chit-chat about this? And the other person on the line goes, yeah, no, I don't think this is for us. Usually what salespeople do here is they just keep their fake smile, happiness, and then go, yeah, well, why isn't it for you? And here's what we do, and blah, 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 and this and that. And maybe you'll get the person a little engaged, right? They're not that crazy engaged, but a little engaged. And eventually the person goes, well, can you just send me more material? And at that point, the salesperson typically, to keep the niceness, the fake niceness going, they'll say, yeah, I'm going to send you the information, and anything else that I can do? Can I follow up with you in a few days? Yeah, sure. Bye. And the person hangs up. Right? This was a call that was completely worthless. But you didn't piss off anyone. I recently told the sales guy, hey, when somebody on a call like this, when somebody is like, yeah, just send me some information, how about telling them no? How about telling them, sorry, let me ask you, if I send you that information, how likely is it that you're never going to look at it? Well, it's very likely, right? Most people will actually tell you that they're going to say, well, it's likely that I'm never going to look at it, right? Because you're asking an honest, authentic question. But let's put this aside. Let's say you're even, bolder than that, and you go, no, I can't send you an email, sorry. And the person goes, well, if you can't send me an email, then don't fucking call me. It's not my problem. Most salespeople would think this is a worse dynamic in the call than what I did prior, which was send me more information. Yeah, sure, I'll send it to you. Okay, goodbye. It's not. Now, somebody is a little pissed or angry at you. Well, at least now you have their full attention. A moment ago, this person was still browsing Facebook and Twitter and kind of half listening, trying to see how quickly he or she can get off the phone. And now you have their full attention. Now they're like, this is an outrage. What? You're cold calling me? Why can't you send me more information? They get pissed. They get angry. It's a good thing. You got their attention and you got a little bit of energy out of their, half asleep body. Now all you have to do is know how to utilize these things and channel them into something productive. So instead of getting all afraid and scared and hurt, and instead of being angry back and trying to hit back on their attack, both these things not that productive, what you can do is now you can utilize that energy and just channel it in the right way. So somebody tells you, hey, can you send me more information? Just send me more information about this. And you go, no, sorry, I definitely will not send you more information about this. The person goes, well, then why are you wasting my time? Why are you giving me a call? This is an outrage. First you're wasting my time on the cold call. Now you're telling me you can't send me information? You see, yeah, you know what? I definitely can send you information because I know you're not going to look at it. And you know what? You might be a little angry at me and it might seem like I'm pissing you off right now. I've wasted your time. But I can tell you I appreciate your energy. And listen, the only reason I called you is because I want to figure out if we can make this work. We won't figure that out in email, and we surely won't figure it out in some brochure that's super generic. So I find it insulting when you ask me for something like this, and I would find it an insult to you if I sent you a generic email with some generic brochure. Let's not waste each other's time. Let's just take 2 minutes. We've already taken 2 minutes. Let's take another just 2 minutes, right? 120 seconds. and get the answers to 2 simple questions I have. And after that, we'll know if this is a waste of time or if you should invest more time in it and if I should send you any email with any information. Now, honestly, this may or may not work, but it doesn't matter. It does matter because what you did prior, which was just being nicey and sending them whatever, and you can tell on the phone they don't really care and they just want it off the phone, that's a waste of time. At least take a risk and have a little bit more of a challenging, engaging, interesting conversation. Sometimes this might not work out and somebody just gets really angry at you and hangs up. So what? Nothing happened. Nobody died. Right? At least now, as I said, you've woken them up. It's like free Starbucks coffee. It's a little negative. So I'm not a big proponent of being provocative just for the sake of it. But many times you're going to be able to take that energy and utilize for something else. Sometimes you can just tell people, hey, I know that you're angry right now at me, but I appreciate the energy. I appreciate that you have some passion. And let's utilize that for something that's productive for your business. You know how this is going to blow people's mind? I've said this to somebody before, it blew their mind. This morning, one of our sales guys had a call with somebody and they started a shouting match. And it was quite a spectacle. And at the end, the salesperson hung up the phone and was like, I don't know if this guy's going to become a customer, but I think chances are pretty good. Right? And we all started laughing. And just a few minutes before that chat update inspired me to make this video, we have a company chat, and every time a new customer signs up for a product and puts in their credit card, we get a little information about that. And, sure enough, 30 minutes later, after that call, there's a little pop-up in our chat and it says, blah, 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 corporation, new customer, tons of money for your business. And we all high-fived each other, and I actually listened to the call. And the great thing was that the shouting match, it was not that serious. It was just that the person on the other side of the line was outraged about something that really does not need any outrage. And our sales guy didn't take that shit. Right? The guy was like, this is outrageous, blah, blah, blah. And our sales guy was like, wait a second, my man. What about it is outrageous? Your outrage is outrageous to me. Like, let's be honest. Like, you guys know this is the best thing. I said X to you. I'm keeping that promise. Where exactly did you discover this outrage? Well, you blah, blah, blah. And I was just going, no, you're wrong, my man. You're wrong. But I still like you, and I understand where you're coming from. And they started shouting. You can see that you can shout at people and still be positive and still have a little bit of a smile on your face, or you can shout because you're angry and pissed. And I'm not proposing that. But what I want to tell you is that don't be afraid of rattling the cage. Don't be afraid of people once in a while getting upset at you. And don't think that just because a customer gets upset at you, they're not going to buy. Just because somebody's pissed at you for a moment does not mean they're not going to buy from you. As long as you're honest, as long as you're keeping your word, as long as you're creating a ton of value for them, chances are they're going to buy. Maybe they're upset for a moment emotionally or for whatever. Maybe they had a bad day that day. A customer doesn't always have to like you to buy from you. They don't, but they will always have to respect you. A customer prospect doesn't have to always like you to buy from you, but they always have to respect you. They always have to believe you. They have to think that you're honest, and they have to believe that you are successful and you know what you're talking about and you're an expert. But they don't have to think that you're going to be their best friend and they're going to be drinking beer with you every night. They don't. So stop optimizing for being the most likable, the most sensitive person in the room, and never making anyone upset about anything. And start caring more about getting people engaged, getting people energetic, getting people to wake up, getting people to be involved. And once in a while, if that means that people get pissed at you or people are a little angry for a moment, don't get emotionally involved in that. Stay your ground. Don't take shit from people if they're unreasonable. Stay your ground. Keep an eye-to-eye level and tell them that they're crazy, or tell them that you're funny enough, you're happy they're pissed at you at this moment, right? And see if that doesn't transform the psychology and the mood and the mindset of the person that you're talking to. All right, I hope this was helpful. At least it inspired some original thoughts in you. Next time somebody screams at you, you might want to take a different route instead of just caving in and being defeated. Maybe you want to have some fun with it. Maybe you want to challenge it and shout back and see what happens. Either way, make sure that you serve your prospect and customers. Make sure that you go out there and you hustle hard every single day. And now that you know that, go out there and get them.